Arshad sir, before I get to Q&A, I'd like to hear your comments on Colonel Smith's main findings, or at least some of them, at least in terms of India, Pakistan, and what kind of syllabi are taught at the Defence Services Staff College, and how does that compare with Command Staff College in Quetta?
Well, thank you, Jaz. First of all, greetings to Dave. It's been a long time I've heard his voice because of lack of meetings due to Corona. I think it's a wonderful study, as was his study on experiences of Quetta Staff College and in Pakistan. I think it's very objective, it's very realistic, and brings about conclusions which are actually very grounded. And as regards Pakistan-India relations, I think, and he also mentions that in his book probably, that, basically the system has evolved from the British system. The ethos is the same, more or less. The type of training in respective staff colleges, in this case DSSC, is more or less, the framework is the same. The thought process is generally the same. So, I mean, here he mentioned, and he does that in his Quetta study also. What is interesting for me to note is that although he has more experience of interacting with Indian officers, I have less. I have interacted with them only in either in track 1 dialogues over Siachen and Sir Creek, etc., or mostly now in last 8-9 years track 2, and that also at the senior level. I'm surprised that, the last point Dave mentioned about not understanding Pakistan, the sensitivity of the nuclearization of both the countries in terms of their military and strategic thinking, and which obviously translates into strategic and operational planning and execution of war. This is something which is obviously a source of concern, because it is not possible for them not to understand these things. And probably one factor could be that since they are